Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to remove the glass which is underneath the document feeder here to get to your area for whatever reason, whether you want to clean the optics or you want to remove any debris that's in there or pieces of plastic. So before we get started, I wanted to tell you what is required. You basically need a Phillips 2 screwdriver, just like this. We're going to be using a power screwdriver, a power one, just to speed things up. You're also going to need a small flathead. The smaller the better. If you have a razor blade, it would also help. You don't necessarily need it, and I'll explain more why this razor blade is needed. But if you don't have one, the thinnest flathead screwdriver will work fine. So let's get started. Now, the reason I was saying about the flathead or the razor blade, let me go ahead and grab that here real quick. I almost cut myself. Okay, so you have three plastic circle, what we call their decorative cover. They pretty much cover the screw. We removed this one and this one, but on your machine, most likely you're going to have three plastic covers. So what you're going to do is you're either going to grab a screwdriver and just kind of like pop it out just like that. You could also use this is where I was saying if you have a razor blade, you can just pop it in there and pop it out. Don't worry about if you dent it or scratch it, whatever. It's just a decorative cover. In fact, you don't even need to have it there if you're okay. It's just there to look pretty. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, you're going to grab that same flathead. You're going to pop that plastic cover. Again, it's just a decorative cover that covers the connectors. Now we're going to remove the screws. We're using a power just to speed things up, but you're just going to use your Phillips screwdriver and take the three screws out. Now we're going to close the document feeder. We're going to lift that cover up, and here on this edge right here, you're going to find one here. And you're going to find one here in this area. This one's broken off, but yours won't be broken off. But if it is, no big deal. So we're going to push those down. You could even do it with your finger or your screwdriver. And just set that. This is going to have a cable, okay? So just set that like that on the side for now. And then you're going to see a screw there. And then you're going to see another screw there. And one more in there. So let me start over again. It's going to be one right there, one right here, and another one right there. So we need to remove those. So we're going to start with that one. Kind of a weird angle, so you're going to have to kind of like do the best you can. Okay, there you go. If you have a magnetic tip screwdriver, that helps too, because the screws stick to it. If you don't, then it's going to be a little harder to get. So try to find one that's got a magnetic tip on it. It helps a lot. So now we're going to pop that cover out, and you're going to set that just right there. Okay, so now that you have this cover, just have it laying there on the side. We're now going to remove that screw there. And then we're also going to pop this little magnetic, I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it's kind of like I don't really understand the purpose of it. It doesn't matter. But if you look closely, there's a groove there. You can pop that just like that. And with your hand, it's kind of hard to do one hand, just open it like that. So leave it like that for now. And then we're going to go ahead and remove that screw. Just like that. And there's a little plastic piece here. You can just set that aside. And the reason that we're removing that, just like that, is to get to this cable here. And we're just going to, the best thing to do is grab them all so that you don't just rip one out, and then just wiggle it out. And it pops right out just like that. So when you reinstall it, just make sure you align it the same way, just like that, and push it all together. But we'll get to that, after. So now that you got that going, you're just going to grab the entire document feeder with your hands. We're grabbing them just like that. It's It's nothing special. And when you lift it a little, just lift it up like 2 inches, and you're going to see 2 little clips. I'm going to see about, let me get a flashlight. So there, I got a flashlight. If you can see, there's just a little clip. You're just going to push that in, and the same thing with that. Now, the reason I had you remove that circular piece from the cable is because we're going to slide this cable. So when we're removing the document feeder, you're just going to slide this cable in. So it's real simple. So just kind of watch how we do it. We're going to push that in a little, lift it up, push that in again. And now from underneath, you just slide it just like that. And that's all you need to do. And lift that document feeder, put it anywhere you want. And now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove a total of 1 screw that's in there, another one that's there, that's 2. And then we're going to remove that screw, that's 3. Remove that one, right there's 4. And those 2 in here, that's 5 and 6. And sometimes you might find one here, and other times you might not. It looks like we probably took this one out once. So if you're actually going to take one out of that area, if you see one there, go ahead and take that one out as well. So here we go. And take that one there. And remember, if yours most likely will have one of these, so take that one out as well. We're going to take the 2 off from here. And that one right there. Okay. So now that you have that, we're going to lift it up, and that's all you need to do. So if you have any debris, if you have any little plastic pieces or so, just take it out. Just pick it out by hand. If you want, you can wipe it down. Slide it. Be careful when you're sliding this. Make sure you don't touch a controller board. Just the plastic here, just like that. The less you move, the better. And just remove any plastic piece and simply reverse the steps. So we're gonna do a little. We're not gonna do the whole thing. You basically just reverse it. So you're gonna pop this thing back in there, just like that. Make sure all the screw holes are aligned. And once they're aligned, you put the screws right back. I'll go ahead and put a few. And remember, okay, so one thing I would like to point out is when before you start putting anything back, you're going to end up with 5 or actually we got a total of 6, but you might have 7 screws. So remember, 4 are going to look like this. Let me go ahead and okay. So one thing I want to point out is right before you start putting in the screws back, you're going to have 2 types of screws. One that, I don't know if you could see, it's kind of like a thinner, the threads are a lot closer together, where your plastic ones tend to be a little wider. And these are plastic. So remember, your plastic is going to go here, here, and here. And then you're going to put another plastic here. You're going to put another plastic here. And if you remove this one, you're going to see a smaller plastic one. It's only going to be one. That one goes here. And your last plastic goes here. The 4 metal screws, let me try to get a little closer to it so you can see here. There you go. It's just a thinner. Let me put it in my hand. Maybe it'll look a lot. There you go. So it's just a thinner screw. Those are going to be used here. 2 here, and technically 2 here. We took out one. I believe we took out 1 here because this, like I said, this is just a machine that we're working on. But you're going to take out 2 metals here and 2 metals here. So that's it. You're not going to hurt anything if you put the wrong screw in there. It's not a big deal. So just reverse the process. And again, we're not going to finish it completely. You could go back on the video and rewind it if you like. But we'll try to get as fast as possible here. I'm going to put that one there. Okay. And now we're going to put our metal screws, 2 there. I'm going to move over here. There you go, that one's in. Now we're going to put our small screw there. There you have it. So now, let me, you can finish up the screws the same way you took them out. So now what we're going to do is when we get our document feeder, we're going to put it into place, but we're going to lift it up a little, and then we're going to slide that plastic right through that opening. I mean, I'm sorry, you're going to slide a cable right through that opening, through that plastic opening. Just like that. And then just push it down. And gently go ahead and seat that cable back in there, just like that. And there you have it. So just reverse the process as far as your plastic piece that you remove there and your circle there. Pop it in there and just reverse the process. Go ahead and pop everything back in there and put your screws in. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, give us a call. Thank you.